Oh, welcome, dear viewers. In today's program, we will have our layers for explain to the obligation of classification. We will welcome Daniela González, Oscar Incapié, Santiago González, and Elsa Herrera. The topics to be discussed we will the following is obligation of classification, natural obligation, civil obligation, obligation of means, obligation of results, obligation to give, to do and not, to do and little more.
Obligation of classification. The obligation according to each action to demand is fulfillment. Civil obligation, natural obligation. Civil obligations are those that have an action to demand compliance. The creditor has legal or procedural actions, which with he can exercise his credit rights. Natural obligation. These are those obligations that do not have an action to demand their fulfillment, but once paid, they do not give rise to the debtor requesting the restitution of what has already been paid. Plaintiff and Ripert have argued that these are obligations with moral content. The payment of natural obligation must be voluntary. In Article 1527 of the Civil Code, some natural obligations are indicated in exemplary but not exhaustive manner. A. Those contracted by minor. B. Civil obligation already prescribed. C. Those that come from acts that lack formalities, such as a legacy trust at will, which has been badly conferred. D. Those that cannot be proven in court. E. Are the other types of natural obligation but those of Article 1527 of the CC are presented as an example.
1. Main effects of natural obligation. A. Your payment must be voluntary. B. They can be warranted, for example, by a third party, mortgage, privilege, bond, etc. C. The creditor, in the event that the debtor pays the natural obligation, is empowered to redeem what has already been spent. 2. Natural obligation to create French court that have not been repudiated in Colombia. A. Tools derived from keeping one's word. B. Tools derived from the provision of service. C. Tools derived from providing food to people to work it is not legally open. D. Tools derived from quasi-crimes that could not be proven or whose existence is unknown. E. Those that are derived from an harassment with word use cause that could not be proven or whose existence is unknown. F. Those derived from gains of change that are auditable.
1. Obligation according to its measurement. Media obligation, obligation of results. They were created in 1895 by Franz René de Moure, were relating to the obligation according to the measurement carried out did not yet have a legal basis. It was necessary to get their scope and legal jurisprudential interpretation. In Colombia, they not have legal concentration, but they do not have jurisprudential development. 2. Obligation of means. They are tools through which the agents usually pursue diligence and carry but cannot guarantee a result. Example: lawyers, most health professions have media obligation. Cardiovascular surgeon, oncologists, pulmonologists, among others. Nutritionists, teachers, sport trainers. 3. Obligation of results. These are to the obligation in which result must be guaranteed. Example: engineers, architects, OB, GYN, cosmetic surgeon, transporter.
Obligation according to their execution. obligation to give, to do, and not to do. Obligation to give. They are those through which the ownership or domain of a thing is transferred. Certainly, they only appear when the transition mode occurs, which not only ends with the delivery of things, furniture. The obligation to give depends on the agreement of wills between the parties. Delivery. Real estate. The obligation to give takes place when the transaction is carried out, title and mode. And the public deed of sale is executed, and said deed title is registered in the public instrument registry office. There are also obligation to give sums of money. Money, as conceived, be meant as a means to expedite the legal traffic. Money. It is that paper money, title, or other even virtual device that allows to exchange or access goods and services.